Magic the Gathering, the trading card game, first began in 1993 and exploded into a global phenomenon. What if we can go back in time to relive Magic from its very inception? Set by set, we build our collections, uncover new strategies, and become a part of Magic's rich history as it unfolds. I'm excited because Legends has a lot of fun lore. Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip out on it is June 1994. Hot topic during this time was a very special killer. So we'll avoid that. If the sleeve doesn't fit, you must acquit. It's time. It's the day. It's legendary.
Watching How I Met Your Mother recently, have you?
Nah, I just embody him. He's a great guy. I watched him since Doogie Howser. Doogie Howard? Howser. One of them. He's a doctor.
So, Joshua, why don't you dip us in some lore? What was happening? What's the year?
The year,
What's
the launch date,
what's the set?
June 1st, 1994. Legends has come out with a print run of 35 million cards. An interesting thing about Legends was it wasn't made by it was made by two other people. So this Legends was designed by Steve Conrad and Robin Hebner. They found each other working as software engineers, and then they moved on to Wizards of the Coast. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, Steve Conrad and Robert Hebner were huge D&D fans, and they based a lot of the legendary creatures on D&D campaigns they had themselves.
Ain't that just the fanciest thing?
Hell yeah.
Lighting up properly? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, when they first got their hands on Magic the Gathering, they were on a retreat type thing. They were like up in the mountains, and they're like, man, here's this card game, and they just took to it like water. They got addicted to it, and they just started making their own cards and made the whole set.
And thus we have Legends.
And thus, Legends was born.
So that's what's going on IRL.
Right.
Any notable rule changes?
Rule changes itself. I don't believe. So we do have some no, we don't. Yeah, we do have some bans.
What gets banned?
We got.
Go through the changes.
All right. We got Candelabra of Tawnos, Eladon's Cane, Ivory Tower, and Library of Alexandria.
Ivory Tower got banned.
Don't worry, Dingus Egg and Gauntlet of Might are back.
Dingus Egg and Gauntlet of Might are back, but Ivory Tower is gone. That's 4 whole cards in my deck.
All right. There's a lot of fun things in Legends, all right? We've got legendary creatures. One of the fun staples, the invention of, like, EDH, everything. The invention, not really the establishment of EDH.
I don't think Elder Dragon Highlander really started kicking off until
much later.
Set after Legend, wouldn't it? The Dark was when it started.
I
solidly,
do believe so.
I feel
I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, this is just where it basically started off, because we also have multicolor cards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, who put design in the world synthesizer?
Oh yeah. So my deck's gonna be running nice and smooth now. We also got World Enchants.
World enchant.
Yeah. They were spells so powerful, they'll bring you to a separate plane altogether.
Ah, the beginning, the dawn of planeswalking.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
There's no story yet, though, in Legends. It's just kind of a
but
collection.
Legends introduces legendary creatures. Does that mean it introduces the legend rule?
It does.
Let's hope we get some legends, shall we?
I hope so. Also, another fun fact. The first non-English card prints came out around this time. Can you guess what language it was printed out in?
German?
Incorrect. But you're getting there.
Japanese.
Oh,
Japanese.
it's Italian.
Italian. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Being the first non-English cards for MTG.
Hell yeah.
Let's generate them. Yo, we got new rules cards.
Yeah.
New Magic the Gathering rules specific to Legends cards. Bans with other creature type. Ooh. Rampage. After defense is chosen, but before damage is assigned, an attacking creature with Rampage gains ++ till end of turn for each creature beyond the first assigned to block it. Multicolored cards. Any cards whose casting cost includes more than one color in its mana is considered multicolored. It is all the colors in its casting cost. For example, a card with a red mana and a black mana is both black and red. Thus a spell that affects, enchant worlds are treated like enchantments, except that only one enchant world may be in play at a time. If one enchant world is brought into play while another is already in play, the one in already play is buried. Legends and legendary card. Legends are considered creatures, except that there may be only one legend of the same name in play at a time. So it does introduce the Legends rule.
Yes. It does.
If a second legend of the same name is brought into play, it is buried. If more than one legend of the same name is brought into play at the same time, all of them are buried. Legendary lands are treated in the same manner, except they are all considered lands instead of creatures.
I read it wrong. They change the legend rules so often.
They do.
So right now, you can have as many of the same legend as you want. A later rule, you can only have one legend in your deck.
General rule clarifications. When something changes a creature's power and toughness to specific numbers, such as 0-2, play as if these numbers appeared in the lower right-hand corner of the card.
Yeah, the first introduction of poison counters as well comes out.
Ooh. If you would control an opponent's card during the course of a game, you always return it to its owner at the end of the game, unless the card by which you gained control specifically states you become the owner of the controlled card. Okay. And here's an impressive first pull that I will not be able to use, unfortunately. Dakon Blackblade. Summon Legend. Ooh. The asterisks below equal the number of lands you control. Man, why do you have blue mana? My power is as vast as the plains. My strength is that of the mountains. Each wave that crashes upon the shore thunders like blood in my veins. He is a 2, 1 black, 2 blue, 1 white. Legend. Yeah, Legend's right. Stormseeker, 3 green. Not 3 green, 3 comma green. Stormseeker does 1 damage to opponent for every card in his or her hand. Ooh. Instant. Blight, enchant land. Target land becomes tapped. It is destroyed at the end of the turn. Ooh, I like that. Fortified area. All your walls gain +1/+0 in banding. That's nice. For walls, I guess. Moss Monster! After the battle, an eerie silence gripped the forest. It's just a big old moss monster. The loser's remains were lightly dusted with green. Hellswarm. All creatures get -1, -0 until end of turn. Yee. Venerian Gold. Enchant creature plus. Put X counters on target creature. Target creature becomes tapped when Venerian Gold is cast. Creature does not untap as normal if it has any of these counters on it. Ah, neat. It's a sort of sleeping spell. Immolation. Target creature gains +2, -2. Rust. Target counter target artifact effect. Hate you. Which must require an activation cost. We've got Siphon Soul.
Classic.
We've got Cat Warriors. We've got Flash Counter. We've got Glyph of Life.
Ooh.
We got Headless Horseman. Got Lost Soul. Ooh, 2 legends? Bartel Runax. 3 green, red, black. Bartel Runax.
Yeah, so a fun thing about Legends is so the card pool is split into 2 separate categories. So you have A pools and B pools. But that doesn't really matter too much. But do it up.
Bartel Runax. He's a legend, all right. Tackle Maggot. You, legendary land? The Urborg.
Oh, the Urborg.
Tap, add. I think that's black.
Mm-hmm.
To your mana pool. Tap, remove first strike or Swamp Walk ability from target creature until end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Marhalt Elstragon, Rampage 1. He's a legend, alright. 3 legends in 1 pack. Glyph of Delusion. Neat. Divine Offering. Neat. Enchanted Being. Neat. Remove enchantments. Neat. Another Moss Monster? Force Spike. Crimson Kobolds. Wall of Shadows. Wall of Shadows is a very powerful wall, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Darkness. Also fairly neat. Cyclopean Mummy.
Ooh.
Alabaster Potion. Neat. Aisha Tanaka. 2 blue, 2 white. Summon Legend banding. Artifact effect, which requires an activation cost, is countered unless its controller spends white. Ooh. Tobias Endarian, another legend. A lot of these legends have blue in them. I don't like that. Administrator of the military, the state of Shilton. Tobias is the military right arm of the Empire. Hunding Bjornsson. Summon Legend. Rampage 1. Lady Orca. Summon Legend. Wall of Heat. Eek. Raging Bull. Ghost the Damned. I'm not seeing any artifacts in this.
There are a couple. I just think there might be a smaller amount.
Immolation. Target creature gains +2/-2. Glyph of Delusion. Equinox. Tap land enchanted with Equinox to counter a spell that destroys one or more of your lands. This ability is played as an interrupt. Ooh. A Wall of Shadows. Another Venerian Gold. Another Alabaster Potion. Another Glyph of Life. Another Rust. Elven Riders. Summon Riders. Visions. Barktooth Warbeard. Seeker. Tundra Wolves. Boomerang. Glyph of Life. Ghosts of
there's
the Damned.
some of the batteries in this set for artifacts. There's a lot of good artifacts in this set.
Osai Vultures. Wall of Earth. Holy Day. Flash Counter. Pit Scorpion. Enchanted Being. Glyph of Destruction. Mold Demon. Puppet Master. Floral Spasm. Rajan Spirit. Keepers of the Faith. Flash Counter. Force Spike. Wall of Shadows. Aisling Leprechaun. Wolverine Pack. Boomerang. Gaseous Form. Energy Tap. Remove Soul. Zephyr Falcon. That's a good pull, I think.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No artifacts though.
And you didn't pull I don't think you pulled any of the legendary dragons.
Nope, just legendary folks.
Right. Ragnar. Yeah, let's make sure that our faces aren't... No, we're good. We're not gonna roll. Ragnar, Eternal Warrior, Visions. Oh, Visions! That comes out later. Sonestian Falkgarner, Flash Counter, Giant Strength, Walking Dead, Glyph of Reincarnation, The Brute, Enchantment Alteration. That's a weird one. Venerian Gold, Amaru Kitchkin. Yes, we got some of the first Kithkin to come out. Before we even get to Lorwyn. Not Lorwyn. Yeah, Lorwyn. Holy Day. Transmutation. Crimson Kobolds. Drago. Marble Priest. Artifact Creature. Let's go. Green Mana Battery. Teleria. Let's go. Equinox, Lost Soul. Darkness, Fire Sprites, Flash Flood, Zephyr Falcon. Spirit Shackle. Osai Vultures. Got a Moss Monster. A Giant Slug. Weird. Hellfire. Sweet fire.
Be careful, you'll be struck.
Seafarer's Quay.
I
Shield
don't want to be struck.
Lesser Wolf. Rust, yeah, Tundra Wolves, Raging Bull, Remove Soul. Alright.
So
Master.
I need to find a supplement for Ivory Tower.
Oh, yeah. Master of the Hunt, Crevasse, Beasts of Bogarten, Hunting Jorgensen. Boomerang! I know a lot of combos that break Boomerang. Uh-oh. Wall of Shadows, Flash Flood, Faint, Wall of Vapor, Glyph of Destruction. Guess who? Oh, I got one. I got one of the legendary dragons! And you wanna know which one it is?
Which one?
Nico Bolas.
Oh, he's gonna become a problem way off in the future, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's-
buddy.
He's already gonna start causing problems.
Let's go.
I was waiting for you to say it's Reptar.
It's Nico Bolas. Oh my gosh, this guy. I might even build around him because an opponent damaged by Nico Bolas must discard their entire hand.
I'm taking a look at the legends.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Not at the legends, at the artifacts that came with legends.
yeah, there's a couple of fun ones. Not like anything power, but like it's just good stuff. Devouring Deep. Active Volcano. That's blue hate. Oh, Duskwood Boars. Classic.
Ooh.
Force Spike. Psychic
That's
Purge.
fun.
Alright, that's not bad at all.
Her given name has been lost in the mist of time. Legend says that her silent vigil will one day be ended by the one who, pure of heart and spirit, calls out that name again.
Shall we get things rolling?
Yes, we shall.
Draw 7.
All
It's
right.
a fairly
This is
promising first hand.
This is a hand.
I suppose I go first.
Do it up.
Let's open it with Desert for turn. Tap to add 1 colorless to play Ivory Cup.
Ooh. Not bad, not bad.
And I'll pass turn.
All right. Start us off with a draw. All right. Let's thin ourselves up. We're going to go with Taiga. Tap the Taiga for a Orb of Paradise. Then I shall pass to you.
I shall untap, draw, land for turn. Then I will tap 1 desert to put into play the Tablet of Epithere.
All right.
And I'll pass to you.
Classy,
See you.
classy. All right. Untap, draw. We're going to go ahead and play a island. Then we're going to tap the bird for a black to do Dark Ritual.
Lord, what are you doing?
Dark Ritual into Frozen Shade. Nothing too crazy at the moment.
Okay.
And then I'll pass back to you.
You could have saved your Black Dark Ritual. I hope you know that.
I could have, couldn't I?
I will draw for turn. I forgot to untap. I will land for turn. I will tap 2 deserts. Deserts? Yeah, I will tap 2 deserts. To put Battering Ram into play. Battering Ram is in play.
Nice.
And I will pass.
Alrighty. Gonna untap, gonna draw. Alright, cool. I'm gonna play another island. Island boy. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 into Basalt Monolith.
The lone card.
And I will pass it back to you.
Cool. I will untap for turn. I will draw for turn. I will land for turn with a
Yours is mine.
mine. I will tap that mine and 2 deserts to play an Onulet.
Alright.
And I'll pass it over to you.
Alrighty. Gonna untap. We're gonna draw. We're gonna play Mountain. I'm gonna tap Birds of Paradise for a black to buff up my shade by 1. And then I will swing in for 1.
You'll swing in for 1. That's a 1/2 currently.
Yeah.
I will lock with the only one I can, battering ram, which will destroy my battering ram, but it will block your damage, right?
Yeah.
Additionally, you have attacked.
Yeah.
And
So you use
you just
the-
done your damage.
Yep. You can do your
So,
desert.
desert.
Oh, good.
And there we go.
There you go. Pass to you.
I will untap. I will draw. I am not getting what I need, and I am having a conniption. I'm going to land. I'm gonna really hope you don't have the rack in your deck. For some apparent reason.
Maybe a different point in time.
And I am going to tap the power plant, the mine, and a desert for a dragon engine, which is a
Ooh.
1/3. And I'll pass over to you.
Alright. Gonna untap. We're gonna draw. That doesn't help me much, but there's a plateau. Pass back to you. Yeah?
Plateau. We all love plateaus here. I will
Yeah.
untap. I will draw. Give me Howling Mine. No, you don't. I will play a desert. Could really do with anything but land right now. Or if you're gonna give me a land, give me a tower at least. I will tap the Urza's Mine and the Urza's Power Plant for 2. And to power the dragon engine up a bit, which makes it a 2/3. And I will swing in at you for 4.
I'll take 4.
And then I will pass turn.
Alrighty. We're gonna draw. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna tap the Taiga to crumble your dragon engine.
You're crumbling my dragon engine.
Yeah.
Destroy target artifact. Artifact creatures may not regenerate. Cool.
You gain life equal to the... You gain 3 life.
I gain 3 life.
Yep.
Is that part of Crumble?
Part of Crumble.
Not only will I gain 3 life, but I will tap a desert for 1 colorless and proc Tablet of Epithere, which is I gain 1 life every time one of my artifacts goes to the graveyard.
There you go. Then I will pass it back.
I will untap. I will draw. I will praise the sun!
Nice.
I will tap my mine, my power plant, and 2 of my deserts to play white mana battery.
No. Counterspell.
So does counter go back to my hand, or is it discarded?
It is discarded.
I hate you so much!
You can trigger a tablet, though.
I can trigger tablet. There is that at the very least. Fudge, swing at you for 2 with my Onulet.
Oh, take 2.
Okay. Pass to you.
Blue be like, no.
Blue be like, fudge you and your omnicolor. I mean, it does make a good contrast between you and me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm picturing you are like a planeswalker from a world that is lush and vibrant and full of life, and I am from a barren, desolate hellscape.
I'll pass it back to you.
Neat. I'm going to untap. I am going to draw. I am going to pray. I am going to be spurned by the gods. I'm going to play a desert for turn. And I am going to swing at you for 2.
Alright, I'll take 2. There we are.
And then I will pass my turn over to you.
Alright, let's go for a draw. Let's go for another island. And pass it back to you.
I am going to untap my Onulet. I am going to draw. I am going to continue to deck fail. I am going to tap Urza's power plant for 1 and play another Tablet of Epithere. And I will pass back to you.
Alrighty.
To be fair,
Draw.
I'm not deck filling quite as bad as I could be.
Oh, I totally understand. Alright. Let's
At
have...
least I'm getting a land.
We can do some stuff here. Black.
Oh.
2. Another Frozen Shade.
Neat.
And pass it back.
Come on, attack me with your Bird of Paradise. You know you wanna. I will untap my engine, or my reactor. What's it? Power plant. I will draw.
One of them.
You know what? Fine, I guess. I will tap Urza's power plant. And I will play Throne of Bone.
Oh. Awesome.
And I will swing at you for 2 with my Onulet.
Take 2.
And I will pass turn.
This Onulet's really causing problems. Maybe you should kill it.
Oh, maybe I should, shouldn't I? I'm gonna draw. Oh, I forgot to untap as well. We're good. I could kill it. Or I can just be annoying. We're gonna
Then
go
be annoying. Do something.
1, 2 for Zephyr Falcon.
What's that do?
No, hang on, I can do this a bit better.
What do you mean doesn't cause it to tap?
It's Vigilance.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just Vigilance. I'm gonna go 1 and my Basalt Monolith instead. So that way I have 2 floating mana.
Oh, now you're in debt to the Basalt Monolith. How does
Yep.
that feel?
So 2, and then a blue for your favorite card. Hercule's Recall. All artifacts get returned to the hand,
Of course they do.
which means my monolith goes back to my hand.
Of course it does.
And you know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play a Basalt Monolith.
You're gonna tap it again, I assume?
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
tap this for a black to put a +1/+1 counter on Frozen Shade.
Cool.
And then I guess I'll just I'll just pass.
Like, but you have deserts and they'll just die.
Yeah. Here go.
Hey, at least I still have to untap. I draw. I'd be kind of okay with that, I guess. I tap 3 to put Onulet back into play.
Alright.
And I'll tap 1 to play Tablet of Epithere again.
Nice.
And I'll pass over to you.
Give me a moment. I take 1 damage from mana burn last turn.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because of Basalt Monolith. I couldn't spend the extra 1 someplace. Alright, let's go. Go for the draw. There we go. Now we're ready to pop off. Swamp. Alright, let's go 1, 2 black, and then 3 for Hypnotic Spectre.
Cool.
And then just pass it back to you.
I will untap. I will draw. I will tap my mine, my power plant, a desert, and another desert for 4 colorless to play another Tablet of Epithere for 1.
Okay.
And another Onulet.
Ooh.
Swing at you for 2 with the original Onulet. Do you block?
No.
Okay, then take your 2.
Alright.
I will pass turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. Alright. Let's have some fun. We go 1 red. And then 2 into Mana Flare.
Okay.
Tap my swamp for 2 black. Tap my bird for a 3rd black. Buff up my, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Buffed it up by 2. 3.
Cool.
I guess it'll be. Yeah, it's got 4 counters on it. Okay. No. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll swing at you for
So that frozen shade is a 4/5.
4,
right?
5. Yeah.
Cool.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 in the air. My frozen shade's not in the air.
So I'll take your 8.
All right. Then, since you take damage, I discard your that.
Cool.
Then go ahead and do deserts.
Falcon, goodbye.
All right. Goodbye, Falcon. Also, I don't know why I tapped it.
Hypnotic Shade, goodbye.
Spectre, goodbye.
Hypnotic Spectre, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
Now then.
Pass back to you.
Untap. Draw. For once, I'm not land for turning.
Ooh.
I will tap a power plant, a mine, and 2 deserts to play Black Mana Battery.
Oh,
Do you
it's not a
counter
big
it?
battery. No.
Nice.
Also, all your mana produces 1 extra, by the way.
Oh, so I have 8, you say? Then
Yeah.
I will also play White Mana
Oh.
Battery.
White battery.
I will, since my stuff is creating double and there's no killing that shade with my deserts, tap for 2, 4, 6. The first 2, I will tap White Mana Battery and add 1 charge on it. Second 2, I will tap Black Mana Battery to add a charge to it.
Alright.
And for the third and fourth, for the 5th and 6th, I will play Throne of Bone and Ivory Cup.
Alright.
Then I will swing in at you for 4.
Alright, I'll take 4.
And I will pass turn.
Alright. Untap. We're gonna go for the draw. Alright, we got a swamp. Alright. Let's go 2, 4, 5 for 5 additional counters. So that's a 9, 10.
Yep.
And then I guess just swing at you for 9.
I'll take your 9.
And then I'll pass it back.
Tap step. Draw step. I will tap Urza's power plant and Urza's mine for a total of 4 mana, correct?
Yep.
And then I will tap Black Mana Battery to increase its counter by 1, and tap White Mana Battery to increase its counter by 1. Then I will swing in at you for 4.
That's game.
That's game. Good game.
Good game. Yeah, my deck flubbed at the beginning.
So I finally got my engine going the last 2 turns. but it proves that it is possible.